Hi you guys, it's Amanda with Healthy House on the Block, and I'm here with our weekly video and tip on creating an indoor space that truly supports your health and wellness. This week we're going to talk about what your body will do once you start to unburden it and once you start to get rid of those toxins in your home. So one of the big things about toxins is that a lot of times they build up in our system. This is especially true for kids. Their bodies are smaller, their systems are not as developed, their skin is thinner, they can absorb more toxins, and a lot of times this is where we see problems first and foremost, is with children, because the toxins can build up in their bloodstream, meaning they cannot detox those toxins out of their body as fast as they're coming in contact with them. And this can happen to adults too. It's the idea of body burden. And once we start to eliminate toxins, most of the time our body can start to detoxify everything naturally. It gives our body a way to reset. And so we're gonna talk about some of the really positive things that you'll start to see once you can eliminate a few of the big toxins in your home and as you go further down the healthy home journey. I broke this week's blog post down into some slides that are quick and easy to get through. We're going to go through them in about 10 to 15 minutes here. And if you're someone who likes to read the blog post, I have that linked at the bottom of the video description. Otherwise, let's get going. So our bodies are amazing. They are truly a fine-tuned and yet resilient thing that when cared for properly, they will heal from a multitude of illnesses and impairments on their own. But one thing that has greatly affected our body's ability to heal itself is the environmental toxins that surround our bodies on a daily and almost constant basis. It's the reason that doing a home detox and ridding our space of toxins has become such a useful tool in the world of healing and health. When you think about the space around you, you can actually think about it as a second skin. Our skin is a protective layer to our body that protects our internal organs and prevents anything dangerous from getting to our intricate systems. Well, our home can create another protective barrier around our skin, protecting us from the toxins and dangerous chemicals that we could come in contact with and probably do come in contact with. Unfortunately, so often our homes are actually the opposite of a healthy barrier, and they end up being a place where environmental toxins are harbored instead of avoided. This toxic environment in our homes starts to overwhelm and burden the body, creating a series of issues ranging from fatigue to disrupted endocrine systems and even mental health problems. But as we learn to create a healthy home, our body will actually begin to unburden itself. So today's video is going to look at the body and how it's designed to heal itself and how environmental toxins stop this process. I am also going to share the main environmental toxins that are causing issues in your home, as well as the symptoms of toxic overload. So if you are ready to create a healthy home environment, be sure to download my workbook, Toxin Free Home, to get you started on a step-by-step plan. So truly the body is designed to heal itself, and it can actually heal itself quite well. Think about recovering from an illness or a broken bone or even just like a paper cut. The body knows how to heal through many different avenues. First, the body's cells can replicate to replace cells that have become damaged or destroyed. Our bodies are in a constant state of producing new cells and new tissue and removing damaged cells. It happens when we get a cut, for example, like I said before, the white blood cells remove the injured cells and produce new healthy cells. Second, our immune system also plays a role in healing. When our body comes into contact with viruses, bacteria, and even toxins, our cells recognize this invasion and they destroy the cells affected. The immune system does this through fever to kill viruses and bacteria and through inflammation, which is the body's reaction to some sort of infection. Third, our bodies are constantly removing toxins and invaders through natural detoxification of the bloodstream. So our liver and our kidneys play a huge role in this as they filter out and remove unwanted toxins from food, from substances, and environmental toxins. It's how our body handles being in contact with environmental toxins almost constantly. But while the body is an amazing thing, it can only remove as many of the toxins we come in contact with at one time. So if the body works at a certain pace to remove toxins, it means that only a certain number of toxins can be removed in a 24-hour period. And if your body is becoming bombarded with toxins through your diet, your home environment, and say your beauty products, there may be toxins coming into your body faster than the toxins are leaving your body through natural removal methods. This is when the environmental toxins surrounding our bodies become too much for our systems to handle. Systems that can't keep up with removing unwanted toxins from the body start to become dysfunctional, and ultimately they begin shutting down. So the main environmental toxins in your home, we're going to start with PVC. Polyvinyl chloride is a type of plastic in your home that uses toxins such as chlorine and phthalates, and it's found virtually everywhere inside your home, from your flooring to your water piping to those snack bags that you send in your kids' lunches to windows. It's in high chairs and carpet. PVC toxins have been linked to childhood obesity, hormone disruption, and even cancer. Bisphenols are another toxin it's all over our home. All of the toxins that start with that BP, such as BPA, BPS, BPB, BPF, they all contain bisphenols, which are primarily in plastics and resins. So over 90% of individuals in the United States currently have bisphenol toxins in their body because of almost constant exposure. Bisphenol toxins have been linked to endocrine disruption, reproductive problems, breast cancer, diabetes, and metabolic disorders and obesity. So sometimes referred to as plasticizers, phthalates are a group of chemicals that are in hundreds of products in our home, from flooring to personal care products to toys. Phthalates have been linked to abnormal reproductive development, neurological toxicity, endocrine disruption, leading to thyroid and immune system problems, and even lower IQ and hyperactivity in kids. So fire retardants are added to so many things within your home, even to kids' clothing if you're not paying attention. It has most recently been added to polyurethane foam that is found in couches, car seats, mattresses, and more. PBDEs are carcinogenic in nature and have been linked to immune system suppression, thyroid and endocrine disruption, reproductive toxicity, delays in childhood development, and reduced neurological function. While parabens are more so found in the products you bring into your home through your cosmetics and shampoos and soaps, they are still a huge burden to your body and should be avoided when addressing toxic overload. Parabens have been associated with all the issues that I mentioned here: hormone disruption. This includes early puberty, abnormal reproductive development, fertility, and preterm birth. And homes that are older have a higher potential for containing heavy metals like lead, arsenic, and mercury in the building materials. However, aluminum, like in your pots, in your pans, kitchen utensils, and cadmium, which are like dyes that we find in textiles and carpets, are heavy metals that are still brought into our homes on a regular basis through our products. So heavy metals can also be in the water we drink. Heavy metals have a tendency to build up in the body's bloodstream, causing an array of health problems such as immune system dysfunction, birth defects, certain types of cancers, nervous system disorders, and damage to the GI system and the kidneys. So once your body becomes burdened to the point that it exceeds the threshold of natural detox, it pushes the immune system into an overdrive state. This is where it becomes difficult to keep up, and this is when we see symptoms of toxic overload start to appear. All of these are symptoms of toxic overload. Unfortunately, sometimes these symptoms are so common in many of us that we don't even notice our body's signal that it's overworked and overwhelmed. It takes really paying attention to subtle changes over time to notice body burden and toxic overload before it gets out of hand. But the good news is that your body has the power and capabilities to heal naturally when provided with the right tools and environment. The first step is to remove toxins from your environment and your life. And this can sometimes take time as our bodies have to work through high levels of toxins that have built up in the body. Your skin, kidneys, lungs, lymphatic system, and GI tract are all part of the body's complex detoxification system. And the bulk of the work, however, is done by the liver and the GI tract. So basically, the body's natural enzymes will convert toxins into free radicals, which are then removed from the body. So obviously, it's a much more intricate process than what I outlined, but just know that you can support your body by reducing the toxins around you in any way, and then adding some positive habits into your life. So in addition to a toxin-free living space, you can help your body by cleaning up your diet. This would be limiting caffeine, limiting alcohol, and processed foods. You can focus on sleep. My new course, The Healthy Home Blueprint, will help you create a true sleep sanctuary in your home that will promote healthy sleep as well as keep you in a space that has very few toxins. It's also important to increase blood flow. So exercise, dry brushing, foam rolling, these are all ways that we can increase blood flow in our bodies to help naturally detoxify those icky toxins out of our system. You can also reduce stress. This is the last one, but it's a big one. So meditate, cut out anxiety triggers if you can, start a gratitude journal, really focus on ways that you can reduce stress in your life. So while this list of potential side effects and toxins might feel overwhelming, I want to encourage you that this process of natural detoxification by your body can be helped along by even the smallest adjustments to your life. As always, start with what you can control and focus on one simple change at a time. So I think we can all agree that by removing toxins from our home, our bodies will start to reap the benefits in our physical well-being right away, and even more so as we reduce more and more toxins in our space. I hope that you were able to take at least one thing away from this week's blog post. I would love for you to tell me what it is. You can leave a comment below. Otherwise, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I will be back again next week with another healthy house tip on creating an indoor space that really supports your health and wellness.